What's up, y'all, and welcome back.
I'm a rated clan killer, UIT nigga, smoke all the perk, extort the dealer.
The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 9. We're on Episode 9. This is the second last episode of Season 1, y'all. And a lot happened in Season 8. Like, Holden and his crew, they finally found the Anubis. We finally found out what happened on it because the little trader fella that they found, the spy guy, Kenzo, they took him on the ship with them, and he he told him that the ship's actually called the Anubis, like the god of death or something like that, from what I remember from last time. And yeah, they didn't find Julie on the ship, but they found that weird thing that I've been trying to figure out what that was for the longest time. They found that on the ship, but I'm still trying to figure out what that thing is. It was alive or something, like Holden and Naomi, they like went to go investigate it, and suddenly it was just alive. It started glowing like bluish and stuff. But then I remembered like there was a lot of ice on that ship. Could that be like a possible access to like water or something? Because I know like water is really important, and but I don't know, the ice seemed a bit corrosive or something. Is that the word I'm looking for? Not corrosive, but it didn't look right. It looked icy, but it looked like something was up with that. Unless that's just some sort of filter or something that the Anubis or Anubis was using. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying it like both ways right, like Anubis and Anubis, because that's how they've been saying it in the show. And yeah, they didn't find Julie on the ship, so they did find out that one of the shuttles that left the Anubis left for Eros, a place that Kenzo wanted to go in the first place. So Kenzo like convinced Holden and the crew to like go to Eros. Meanwhile, that's where I didn't realize this when Miller, like, he packed his stuff and he left Ceres. I didn't realize he was going to Eros at the time. But yeah, that's where Miller headed off to. And the crew met Miller on Eros. But before they met Miller on Eros, they were still hunting after Lionel Polanski. Turns out Lionel Polanski was actually Julie, a little cover name that she was using. So they went looking for her at this I think it's the Blue Falcon Hotel or something like that. They got into a fight with like a bunch of thugs or something over there, and that's when Miller stepped in. Miller like helped them out, and then Miller was like, hey, I'm looking for Julie and stuff. And they went to this like hotel room and stuff, and found Julie dead in the shower. At first I didn't think it was Julie, but a lot of y'all been telling me in the comments it was Julie, which kind of hurts me as well, which I can only tell it hurt Miller as well, to find out he went through all this searching just to find out Julie's dead. So now we gotta find out who's behind the death of Julie. And at the same time, I think that big blue thing that was shining in the Anubis is responsible for Julie's death. Oh yeah, Miller and Holden and the crew, they blew that up as well. They blew up that ship. But I don't think that thing's gone yet. But yeah, that being said, yeah, we're gonna jump onto episode 9. Apparently you guys are saying episode 9 and 10 is gonna be a very lively one. So we'll find out. Yeah, season 1, episode 9. Let's get into this. Scopuli.
Ladar's really flaky.
Scopes on this bucket suck. It's nothing
so we
big
finally get to see Julie's point of view.
Over good?
I'm not worried.
We're going to lock up from the adrenaline.
I know how to fly.
Easy. I'm not trying to pet you the wrong way. I'm trying to help.
Wait, so they boarded the Anubis first?
Yeah, boss man.
And then they got destroyed in the process.
Soon as hooks are in, we jump charges. Breach, subdue crew, grab the cargo then.
Marsh hand on the tap, Bradness. They are scientists, not soldiers.
Oh, here you go. Then they got drilled into.
All hands, we are being boarded.
This is the squad with the blue helmets. Dang, who got ejected?
Hands off that one. She's a complication. Put her in here till I figure out what to do with her.
Man, imagine you just trying to do your job and your crew just gets beaten up.
This is Lionel Polanski. I repeat, Lionel Polanski. Pickup has gone bad. The crew is dead. I'm being held captive. I'm alone. Please help me. Somebody come and get me. Please. Somebody help.
Was she just pretending to be Lionel Polanski at the time, or was one of those two dudes Lionel Polanski? This is when they attacked Holden in the squad, when the Canterbury got taken down. So she was still on board when that happened. To think Julie was right there when that happened. Oh yeah, so that is the signal that Holden logged in, the distress signal. Oof. And she's just gonna touch it some more. So what happened to her? What did that stuff do to her? I reckon because the blue stuff was like already on her her uniform. Because it's like an energy absorber thing. It's been a while since I've seen this intro, like the long proper intro. But the stuff that was like on her skin, well, on her uniform, was the same stuff that was on that thing that was like absorbing everyone. So I'm assuming that energy or whatever that thing was, it absorbed her blood and everything, infected her, and the end result was what we saw in the shower in the previous episode. So yeah. See, I'm still trying to make sense of this bird thing, but someone had explained to me in the comments what this bird is.
Miller, you asshole. Long time.
Oh, it's Raps. That's how you know it's Raps. That stuff ate her out from the inside. It spread all over her body. Oh, what a way to go. Did she literally die a few minutes before they arrived there? Or was she there for a good couple of weeks?
She's gone. With a girl.
We still gotta find Kenzo. Kenzo ran off to somewhere. Don't know where he is.
Seal off this tenement. No one in or out without my say-so.
Inspector Sematimba, CPM. What the hell are you doing here? This is my crime scene.
CPM works for me. I'm looking for this girl.
I heard he was doing consulting work for the shipyards, which I took as a good sign.
That make you feel better about betraying him? There was no consulting work. I found out he was paying for those trips himself.
Christian's trying to get a hold of Holden as well. But the UNN, I think they got other plans. And I think that's who attacked Holden and the crew, but yeah. They have still yet to meet Christian. They've met Miller now, but they still gotta meet her. Which I think is gonna be a while before they meet her.
Unless you want incredible things to happen.
Man, Julie went out bad.
He's got more than enough in here. Tell the crew to prepare the injections.
Enough what? And who are these guys?
But your daughter is dead. We still don't know what exactly happened on the Anubis. The only thing that I can say to temper this terrible news is that I was able to obtain a viable sample of the protomolecule. We can only learn by letting it learn. All you need to do now is say the word.
What the hell was that?
If Euros is under attack, it's time for Holden and the crew to dip because trouble always comes their way.
We sure did.
She got all that from a pencil?
It's not your fault. None of it is.
Okay. But now I'm making it my problem.
Team Holden and Miller, let's go! I hope these guys aren't experimenting on other people with the protomolecule. Now that I know what it is.
You go quiet and go now, else we throw you into ourselves.
Help me up. My neck. Come on.
I almost got Jamaican accent.
Here's your problem.
We'll throw you in there ourselves.
It just made me feel better.
At this moment, the UNN Nathan Hale is headed for Tycho Station to arrest me. Because the UN believes I was involved in the attacks on the Donninger. That is not true. I'm broadcasting the raw data with this message. Anyone can examine and authenticate it. It's a detailed analysis of the ships that destroyed the Donninger. I now hear the drumbeats of war. It's the sound of lies and the love of power. And I cannot stand idly by. The Belters serve the inner planets for generations. Belters give, Earth and Mars take. This evidence proves beyond a doubt that the ships that destroyed the Donninger were built at the Bush Naval Shipyards. They were built by Earth.
Expanse. If these assholes want people in those shelters, we should let them out.
Hey, you're welcome to try.
You said you were a cop. You a cop like him?
He's an ex-cop.
You're gonna take me to the nearest shelter, and you're gonna help me get it.
Somebody needs to catch Kenzo. He's within reaching distance.
He needs medical attention.
I can see that, but who the hell are you?
Hey, some of your guys are taking fire down that connector shaft. If you want to check it out, we'll take care of him.
Jeez.
Jesus.
They were experimenting, I was right. Wow. Oh, y'all better get out of there.
Get out!
We just got hit with a mega dose of hard radiation.
Not bad.
We're dead.
That's it? Wow, that ended quick. That episode went by real fast. Oh, nah. That's the whole episode? Episode 9? Man! That went by so quick. And now Holden and Miller's infected with radiation. I had a feeling when they were injecting people like that and they threw them in the little chambers telling people that this will protect them from the radiation. I had a feeling they was experimenting on them. My question is why? What is Julie's father's end goal with this proto-molecule? Because it looks like it's his product. And now that I actually know what that is, I want to know why he's doing this. What's the reason behind this? Because my guy seemed upset about it, but he was still like determined to do something with it. Then we got Julie's point of view, with the whole how she got infected and everything. That was a bad way to go. I did not like to see Julie go like that. Like that stuff was just like eating her out from the inside and crystallizing, and she was just stuck in the shower. Ain't nobody come to help her. Anderson Dawes got the message, and he just never went after her, never sent anybody to go after her, even though he's got deep pockets. And yeah, that's weird. And who's this Dresden guy? Dresden, does he just blindly follow orders from Julie's dad? And how did he get so much rank over Miller's partner? Talking about this my crime scene now. I'm very curious about this Dresden guy, because he left with the sample of the proto-molecule as well. Was that the proto-molecule that got injected into everyone, or was that something else? That they were they testing out little samples of it, or were they testing out something else? And the CPM, is that just like the Eros cops, or is that like, or are they behind the taking down of the Donager and the Canterbury and the Scopuli? Because their uniforms, that's what Holden said, matches the people that attacked them. So are they behind everything? Are they trying to get some sort of personal gain out of this? This whole time I thought it was the OPA. Turns out it might be the CPM. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. And then yeah, there's a lot of, seems like there's a lot of powerful political leaders who's trying to get their own like sort of gain out of things. But I feel like these leaders are gonna meet like the way Holden and Miller they met. I feel like Anderson Dawes, Fred Johnson, and Christian, they're gonna meet somehow. Like they're gonna have like a little sit down and talk about things. Because Fred Johnson, he represents the Mormons somewhat, I think. Y'all let me know if I'm incorrect or correct. Then you got OPA, which is represented by Dawes, and then you got Christian, who represents the Earthers, I think. And yeah, like I feel like they're gonna have to sit down sometime in the future. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe they might, or maybe they won't. But they each got like a goal to do something. Not as much Christian. Christian's trying to figure out why her friend committed suicide. Seems like there's something more to that story, because I feel like I thought at first was cause Christian exposed him and stuff, but now that I think about it, he must have been scared of something or someone that drove him to doing what he did, and Christian's trying to figure that out. Meanwhile, the UNN is focusing on Holden, thinking Holden's behind it, whereas someone else is behind it. Oh yeah, that's the other powerful leader, that dude in the UNN. What's his name? The guy that said they're gonna send the Black Ops after Holden and them. Y'all let me know his name, because there's something about that guy. That guy's up. He's pretty powerful too. We got so many powerful leaders. He's the fourth powerful one he's got a goal of his own. Christian, she's trying to figure out things, but him, that dude from the UN that I keep seeing, he's got a goal of his own. Just as Fred Johnson's got a goal of his own, and Anderson Dawes has got a goal of his own. Like each of these guys, they do bad things in their own weird little way, but they've got an end game to everything. Johnson, I don't know if I can trust him still. He's starting to come off a bit innocent, but it could be a rouge, I don't know. Dawes, I kind of know what Dawes is about. He's about the OPA, he's all for his people and stuff. But Dawes has still got an end game or something. Because why didn't he answer Julie's distress call when she contacted him? Because he could have been there, but why didn't he do it? And then then this other dude, the UN guy, the guy that Christian keeps talking to and all that. What's his end game? That's my question now. I hope I figure this out in episode 10. But man, this episode went by fast. I wasn't expecting it to end so soon. But yeah, that was episode 9 of season 1. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that like button, and we are out. Bash Mash.